We recently went through a design-build process with FED. The design-build process was an awesome experience for our church, for our organization, and we ended up with a quality-built building that we're going to be able to use for years to come.
Our company's motto is from thought to finish. And that's exactly what we like to do, is from the time a customer starts thinking about their project until the key is turned and they walk through the door, that every aspect of that project is handled by us in a professional way, and they know that they have received the best value that is out there.
We really enjoyed the design-build process because FED was able to put together plans for the building, and then we sat down on a computer and we moved walls and we changed doorways, and we really changed the entire design of the whole building from start to finish before anything was put on paper and before we'd spent any money with architect fees and change fees and all those kind of things that can enter into a building process. It turned out to be a great experience because we refined our process 3 or 4 times before anything was put to paper and before it was sent out to the architect, and I know that that saved us thousands and thousands of dollars in the whole process of our building program.
FED Corporation has developed one of the best and most professional design-build teams that anyone in the construction business could have. And it has helped us to work with customers to build exactly the building that they want for their business. Every one of our people are well-trained in the construction business and in the design business, and as we start to work with the owner and develop his project and involve him in the process, we work all these changes in their building out on the computer. It shortens our time of bringing a project to construction by probably 6 to 8, maybe even as long as 12 months as compared to working with a full architectural process. Not only are we designing the building as we work with a customer, we're also pricing the building. This allows us the opportunity to get into budget numbers for the owner much earlier in the process. They're able to start working through their financing and get that in place much earlier in the process. And so it's not uncommon, particularly if a customer comes to us and they really want to move on a project quickly, for us in the time span of 3 to 4 months to build or to bring a fairly sophisticated building project together and be at the point where we're ready to start construction.
We just didn't want to build a building that was cost effective for us. We wanted to build a building that was cost effective and that functioned the way that we wanted it to function. FED understood how our building needed to function, and as they were building, they offered great suggestions to us on how to increase that effectiveness for our ministry here at New Covenant, because we could have built a cost-effective building, and if it wouldn't have met our ministry needs, it wouldn't have really been cost-effective.
The other thing that the design-build process brings to the construction business is the fact that it allows us as builders who are dealing in the construction trade on a daily basis to bring value-added engineering to the project. We're working with the latest products that are out of the market, the latest designs. We're not dealing with a canned set of specifications that have been around for 10 or 15 years and are outdated. And that adds a lot of value to the project, and it allows us to hold our construction budgets much lower than what they would normally be. By using a select group of subcontractors who we use time and time again, the efficiencies are much greater. They're on time, they show up at the job, they care. They're building a project for someone that they want to be very satisfied at the end of the deal.
From the time that we started breaking ground to the time that we were actually in the building was only about 8 months. And by the time we were in the entire building was only about 10 months. And for a 70,000 square foot building, I thought they did an awesome job doing quality construction with a reasonable price and doing it in an effective timeline for us, because we were renting space and worshiping at a local high school, and it just really helped our ministry to continue flowing and get to where we needed to be in a very short amount of time. They did a high quality job. The doors fit, the windows look right, the exterior and interior finishes are correct. They did just a great job finishing the building. Of course, with any size of building, especially a 70,000 square foot building, there'll be a few things that need to be adjusted and a few things that they need to come back and correct. My experience with FED was that I would call our project manager, and within a very short amount of time, and I'm talking just days, I'm not talking weeks or months, I'm talking days, and sometimes literally within hours, FED would have either a subcontractor or some of their own skilled labor force that would come to our site, and would make those necessary adjustments to the fit and to the finish of our building. We had absolutely no problem getting FED to come back and correct things that needed to be corrected, and to finish the building in a high quality, cost-effective way.
Our goal in the construction process is to build a well-designed, competitive building on time, and to give the owner something that they're going to be happy with for years and years to come. And the next time they need a building project done, they're so happy with what happened the first time that they come back to us and say, okay, let's do the next project. It is exciting and fun for us to work through a design with someone and to make this building unique for them. And we take a lot of pride in that, and at the end of the day, that we have solved all their problems.
We have that faith and that trust in them that they build a building for a fair price, at a wonderful finish, in a cost effectiveness, in a function effectiveness for their customer. I would recommend them highly.